Well, howdy everyone. My name is Jazz. I'm an artist here on YouTube. Um, and today I have a little bit of a review for you guys. I want to show you guys some of my old art. I know my voice may sound a little weird. It's mad early and I'm restless. It's 5 a.m. and I can't really go back to bed. So I'm going to show you guys some of my old art. And this is like pre 2023. So yeah, a lot of my high school art and then like some personal art, of course. But yeah, so let's get into it. If you enjoyed the video, do all the YouTube things like subscribe, share, comment. It really helps support the video and tells the algorithm that you like my content. So yeah. But yeah, let me go ahead and start with this one. This first one. I'm not really too sure when I did this. I think this was like, oh, no, this is like Christmas of like 2021, like winter break. I was in high school. I think it was like 2021 or 2020. Yeah, because I graduated 2021. So this was like Christmas, winter break of 2020. Um, I don't really remember like the reasoning for it. I think I just like sketched this girl. Um, I mean, it looks really good, honestly. Like the mouth and the nose and everything. I'm pretty impressed with it. Um, but yeah, the jaw didn't really look too good. I think I tried to do the ear. Um, but yeah, the face looks fine, but everything else looks a little squished together. So I don't really care for this one too much. So yeah, I did my little signature. I don't even know what signature that is. I don't know what signature that is, but yeah, that is that. A lot of my art has actual story to it, like this next one here. Um, this one is, I think, also around the same time period. I was really into, and I still am, into like cyberpunk, but this is when I was really getting into cyberpunk, like cyberpunk 2077 and stuff like that, and Japanese mythology. And so this is like a cybernetic being, like a robot of sorts, with a Japanese Oni mask, or like an Oni turning into a machine or something like that. Either way, it's got like I noticed it a little bit ago looking at this. It's got like this little clip, I guess, attaching it to the face. Um, so that's really cool. And this is actually done in watercolor. I don't know if you guys can see that or tell. But this is done in watercolor. And funny enough, this is not complete. This is supposed to be painted as well as this. Oh, I just bumped my camera. Wow. So as well as this over here, it's not complete, but I still really like the details. Like, look at the details. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there's a lot of detail. Like there's red in here. It's like a brownish red. Looks kind of like rust. And then I'm really pleased with the eye. The eye is like a glossy blue almost. What's supposed to look like a glossy blue. And of course the cybernetic details in the head and the hair and like the beaded necklace. I'm pleased with this. And this background, I believe, is supposed to be like a city. I don't know if you guys can see. It's supposed to be a city in smoke, kind of like the UK. A very cloudy city. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this actually. So years later, it's still one of my favorite pieces that I've done in the past. Yeah, like the details are just so cool. Like the camera's not gonna pick up the details on the mask completely, but there's like these red streaks of blood from the eyes, and then well, blood. It's a machine, so I don't really know what that would be. And then the gray detailing in the mask and everything. I'm really pleased with this. I'm really, really pleased with this. Um, I might do another piece similar to this in my current style, but yeah, this one, I think this one, yeah, I was in high school at the time. So I think this is also around the same time that I did this one. Except this one is just a whole lot better. So I'm pretty pleased with that. This one is an actual high school project. We had to do, this is my senior year of high school, and we had to do like a little project. We had to paint, we had to draw our hand, and then hold a ball, and then so we could essentially draw whatever we wanted on the ball. But you had to shade, you basically had to shade your hand and stuff like that, which is really cool. So I just drew like a mouth with an eye in the middle. Um, I thought that was really cool. Thought that was like really edgy. Um, so like the details on the fingers are really cool. I'm pretty impressed with that. Uh, and yeah, there's not really much else to say about this. This is just a shading project. So, but either way, it looks really good. And then like the little outline, the eraser outline around the hand, I'm pretty pleased with it. Somewhat. It was high school, so the art projects weren't too great, but it definitely helped me with my shading a whole lot. I will say that much. This next one was done during 2022, I believe. Yeah, 2022. Um, I really have no idea what this is like inspired by. But I'm really pleased with it. I say that a lot, but honestly, I'm actually pretty happy with it. It's very chaotic, which is it's supposed to be very chaotic, very messy. It's like I don't know. I don't really know how to explain this one. Most of my pieces I can explain, but I don't really know how to explain this one. I mean, she's like a bandage around her mouth, wrapping around her head. So I don't know what that's supposed to signify. But she's just looking with her mascara running down. So a little piercing right there. Like these little creatures on the side. I don't know where these came from, but I was just I started sketching these things. I was like, oh, I like these. These are like really creepy little dudes. And so this one's smiling and then turning this upside down. This one's like kind of frowning. So it's kind of like the little Mardi Gras mask where like half of the face is one face is smiling, the other face is like sad or whatever. I don't know if you guys ever seen that. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, this one was probably about heartbreak. Honestly, looking at it now, it's like it's got these little hearts, these broken hearts on either side, like throughout the piece. So, and then the other hearts aren't broken. So I wonder if this is like something signifying that. No, I don't remember what these these kanji, Japanese kanji symbols mean, but yeah, they're there. I'm gonna have to go back and translate these. But you can see 4/11/2022. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm pretty pleased with this. This one, oh, this one. I ain't seen this one in a minute. This, I don't remember where. When I did this, I think this one was. Let me try to figure this out. This one was like, I know it was high school. Was it high school? I think it was middle school. It was like around the time that the fifth Transformers movie was set to release. So, whenever that was. Um, or, no, I think this is a little after. It was a little after. I think it might have been like eighth grade. I think it was eighth grade, yeah, eighth grade, eighth or ninth grade. And I drew Nemesis Prime from Transformers. This was done in colored pencil. I was really into colored pencil art at the time. A lot of my favorite artists used colored pencils, or they used markers, so I tried to recreate the whole marker look with color pencil. But yeah, he's got like this anime eye, which is really crazy looking at it now. What is just his face, whatever, in the movie? He's got like this red bit on his face because he's like turning into Nemesis Prime, and yeah, I drew like Cybertronian symbols on his face. For those of you who don't watch Transformers, you don't know what any of that is. But it's the language of the Transformers, Cybertronian. Um, so that's pretty cool. I did try to blend this a whole lot. As you can see, this is really, really blended to the point where it's smooth. It's really, really smooth. But yeah, it's fun. It looks messy. This says, "For my world to live, yours must die," which is what he says in the movie. So that's cool. I don't really have any other words for this guy because this is a very messy piece. I say messy in a sense that the blending did it again. Damn. Yeah, the blending is really, really messy. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's like really like a lot of streaks in it from me blending it. I don't know if you guys can really see that. I may not pick it up on camera too well. But yeah, I don't really care for this one too much, but it's still really cool. Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of muddy. This one was done in 2022. I remember it because I was getting into collecting Pokemon cards, and this one is supposed to be my take on Espeon, one of my favorite Pokemon. Yeah, so this one's sideways in comparison to up and down, so bear with me on that. This one is just like a rough little sketch. I don't think I was trying to make a completed piece. I just wanted to do something cool and get it finished. Yeah, I don't know what this translates to either. I really got to start adding translations at the bottom of them. I'm going to start doing that from now on. But yeah, I really like the face. I mean, that's really like the whole focus. There's lightning everywhere, or cracks everywhere, and then there's the ears, but I think the focus is the face. So the face is really cool. The lines going down its face and then coming back up, or coming down. So yeah, try to make it look like a part of the eye, or like blend with the eye, even though it's not a part of the eye, but it just had a really cool effect doing it that way. And then these little markings on the sides of the face with I thought this was the yin and yang symbol, but I think I just did my own little thing with that one. So yeah, I don't really know how to feel about this one, honestly. There's not a date. There's not a date at all. But this was done in 2022. I think around the same time that I did this one. So yeah, these are kind of done around the same time. Maybe even in the same day, actually. Yeah, these were done in the same day. No, not that I'm remembering it. These two were done on the same day. This one was done first, this one was last. So, yeah, I don't really know how to feel about that one. oh, this is so cool. This one, dated and everything. State of Decay. 2, 22, 22 angel numbers. I think this is translated. This is translated from Korean. I think it means decay. Yeah, yeah, I think that's what it means. But basically, it's like I don't know. I don't know how I was feeling at the time. This is a very interesting piece. I don't know. It's like essentially a girl being like half dead. It's a figure of speech, but she's half dead. Um, the rib cage, I really like the rib cage. Damn, that's a good rib cage. The shoulders and everything, really cool. I had to look up an actual skeleton for this, so I may not have actually drawn certain things correctly, but I did to the best of my ability. But yeah, I actually really like this one. Half of the face is, which is funny because this eye has the life in it. She's got an actual pupil, and this one's kind of dead, kind of empty. So it's really, really interesting that little contrast there. And this section of her hair is darker, I imagine. I mean, this is all done in pen, so I imagine that she's got like some sort of hair dye right there. And of course, this little clip with the two little buns. Yeah, this is really cool. It's supposed to be like a school uniform or like what do they call it? Not a blazer, like a suit and tie kind of thing. So yeah, this is really cool. I actually really, really like this. And then the border around it makes it look official or professional, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah, I like this one. I'm pretty pleased with this one. And this next one was actually a commission that I did in 2022 for this girl over on Instagram. It's really cool. I'm looking at it now. It's still fine. I mean, it's a rough sketch. She wanted a rough sketch. So I did just that. So, I mean, it's, yeah, not really much else to talk about it. The eyes look a little awkward. I don't think I've ever really been used to doing two eyes like that. Because I'm a perfectionist, I try to make sure I get everything accurate. Accurate and real worldly, so I don't think the proportions, they look fine from a distance, but yeah, her name was Chanel, so I put Chanel. And yeah, I had the little curls in her hair. So yeah, not too bad actually. Not too bad. I like it. Oh, this next one. Oh wow, this next one. This is a near automata drawing that I did. This was done, I think, in 8th grade. Yeah, I was in 8th grade when I did this. And yeah, I colored it with colored pencil, and this was, for the longest time, what I considered my masterpiece. And I can see why. My goal was to make this look as if it came out of a computer. I was really inspired by digital art at the time, and so I tried to give her this sort of light, really cool light effect on her clothing from her sword. This is 2B, by the way, 2B from the game Nier Automata. It's kind of ripped, which is unfortunate, because it's so old. It's so old. So yeah, it's a little tattered, but I added these details around it, which are imitating the details that are on her chest from her dress. So that's what this is over here. So this one's really cool on this side, and then on this side, there's this robot, this machine. I didn't finish the game, but I did see this everywhere. I think a lot of the robots had this head, this head design, and I think the outer part of the robot was like a shell, and then it would break open and reveal this weird, creepy, smiling face. And in the back is like the city in the sunset. It just looks really, really dark over here. Really, I don't know, really cool. I like it. And this one's kind of imitating hers, except I've given it kind of like these little nuts and bolts throughout. Because again, this is a machine, and she's an android. But this one's an actual, like, an obvious machine. So I think that's really cool. I do like the details in the eye. Honestly, I do like that. The details in the face all over this just looks kind of rough and edgy, and not edgy, but rough and kind of rusty. Very dark. I like it. And of course, this robotic face down here, I made it a little darker because I imagine this being in the shadow, so it's somewhat concealed. But yeah, this one's really cool. I'm very, very pleased with how this came out, even still to this day, despite it being tattered and everything. But yeah, I may redo this. Yeah, I may redo this at some point. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. We got 3 more to go. This one, I think this one was done in 2022. No, in 2021. I was in high school at the time. This was done around the same time, actually, that I did this. I can't remember which one I did first. I think I did this one first, and then it was this one. This one was also done in watercolor. Yeah, I don't really know what the message is for this one. This one's got like a living eye, like a living person's eye, but it's a skull with red on it. I don't really know what it's supposed to signify. Because like I said, a lot of my artwork had stories. So I don't know if maybe that's just how I was feeling. But yeah, it says misfit in there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it says misfit. And then there's some more kanji right there. I really liked painting kanji. But this one's gray with, yeah, of course the red, and there's some blue in here too. So yeah, I don't know, the watercolor is really cool. I actually really like it. Funny enough, the watercolor, I think I made, damn, voice crack. I made, using acrylic paint, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, acrylic paint and then some water. Very simple, very, very simple. Oh no, I like this one. I like how this looks. It's just, I'm confused on what it's supposed to be or what it's supposed to represent. Yeah, I see a skull, but then there's this mask look, so I don't know if this is supposed to be a skull mask or what. I don't know what I was thinking at the time, but it's still really cool. Even like the small details around the eye. Yeah, it's really cool. Now this whole like dark effect came from me actually taking the watercolor after I inked the piece, and then the ink getting caught up with the brush as I was painting it. So that's a really cool effect. Honestly, I like that. You know, this is one of those things where you have to see it in person to really, I guess, appreciate it, because the details may not be coming up on camera that well, and if they are, then I'm thoroughly impressed. So that's another good one. This one, these last two are actually high school senior projects, or yeah, well, one of them is a project. This one was just a little sketch made to do, and it's just a pepper. Yeah, we were doing gradients, so the gradient of pepper in like a gradient scale, sort of, and then I added little glossy details with the eraser because it was a fake pepper. So I wanted to showcase the light bouncing off of the pepper. So yeah, this one's all right. Very basic. It's got a plain gray background, but I think the background helps to bring out the details in the pepper, so I like that. Now this last one, I just put this on my Instagram story the other day. This one is an actual project, and we all had to do these projects. This was for Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, and we had to do skulls, as you can see. I did mine with like fiery eyes because I really wanted to do something crazy. But yeah, we basically had to draw the skulls, and we had to do these little circle details. Essentially, what we had to do was pick a color, and you can use different shades of that color. I chose red, as you can see. So we got black fading into dark red, and into regular red, and into pink, and into white. So none of these colors could touch each other. So let's say you have red here, red here. This red can't touch this red, so you had to fill this with other colors, right? Other shades of that color. So I used pink. I used, yeah, like kind of like a light pink and like a slightly darker pink. It's not really picking up too well. This is done in oil pastels, by the way. So yeah, you guys can see the principle of it. Dark red, it's not touching the dark red down here. But yeah, it's a really genius. Yeah, even right here, it's more obvious right here. It's a really cool project. Actually, I enjoyed this one a whole lot. But the skull, I wanted to give it like a fiery look. So the mouth is a little messy. I'll be honest, the mouth is a little messy. But the nose isn't too bad. The teeth, kind of gray, kind of yellowish. And it's got a bit of a pink outline. If you guys can see that. Yeah, it's got these cracks all in the skull and everything. I went all out with this piece. But yeah, like I said, the eyes are like it's more obvious on this side. It looks a whole lot better on this side. But yeah, there's like fiery eyes, which I think look really, really good. It helps this piece feel more alive. Like it's actually looking at you. Yeah, this is crazy. I wonder if I put my name on the back. Nah, I didn't. Did I? No, there's no date either. So I can't really tell you when I did this, but this was done as a senior project in high school. So, yeah, that is all I have for you guys, actually. Yeah, I have a whole lot more art, old and new, so let me know if you guys want to see any of that. I can do another old art review. Maybe my next review will be my newer art. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. I will see you guys later. Love you guys. Have a good one. Peace, peace.